The morning stands in fuller tone, no longer pale, no longer unknown. The light is steady, wide and warm. It rests without a need to form. The air is crisp but not too bright. It carries movement, still feels light. No sharp division in the day, just clarity along the way. I don't resist the steady rise, the gentle focus in my eyes. The calm is clearer than before, but still as open as a door. A clearer kind of calm is settling in, not silence now, but quiet within. A clearer kind of calm in how I stand, not pushed ahead, not overplanned. A clearer kind of calm in what I do. The morning moves and I move too. The world outside is fully near, the rhythm present, crisp and clear. But nothing presses at my side, no urgency I have to hide. I gather thoughts in simple lines, no tangled edges in my mind. Each small decision feels complete, each motion steady at my feet. I don't rush the steady pace, I don't break the gentle space. The day unfolds without a strain, the calm remains. A clearer kind of calm is guiding me through brighter light with clarity. A clearer kind of calm in breath and tone. Nothing sharp, nothing overthrown. A clearer kind of calm in morning air, present, warm, aware. The quiet hasn't left behind, it's woven through my moving mind. A stronger thread but still refined, a softer strength by design. I'm not reacting to the day, I'm walking in a balanced way. Each rising sound, each passing sign feels measured, steady, mine. A clearer kind of calm, and I can see starting gently works for me. A clearer kind of calm, no force involved, just quiet motion resolved. The morning holds its steady ground, no sudden break, no jarring sound. The calm is bright, the tone is strong, and it has been here all along. The light still leans across the floor, but holds a clearer form once more. The shadows stretch in softer tone, yet feel more firmly known. The air is warm but clean again, no drifting at the edge of then. The rhythm finds a steadier thread through what was gently spread. I don't resist the sharpened view, the the afternoon remains true. Not rising high, not fading low, just steady in its flow. Back to a clear line in the day, nothing lost along the way. The warmth remains, the calm still stays. Back to a clear line in the air, balanced everywhere. The drift is gone, but softness there. Back to a clear line in my mind, nothing left behind. The outside world is bright but mild, no longer distant, not so wild. Its movement hums in measured pace, without changing space. I gather thoughts in simple tone, no need to overown. The clarity returns with ease, like wind among the trees. I don't force the afternoon to choose a sharper tune. It finds its center naturally and settles back with me. Back to a clear line in the day. The rhythm feels refined, no pressure pressing through my chest, no blur inside my mind. Back to a clear line in the light, soft but well-defined, nothing racing in my breath, everything aligned. Back to a clear line in the day, balanced, calm, aware. The stillness never went away, it shaped the drift into a sway. Now it rests in even tone, familiar grown. I'm not correcting what has been. The afternoon just settles in between the haze and sharper view, balanced and true. Back to a clear line in the day, the warmth remains without constraints. Back to a clear line in the air, nothing rare. Back to a clear line, da 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 The light is warm, the edge refined, the calm returns to mind. The afternoon stands clear and wide, and I remain inside. Curtain light on wooden floors, morning waiting at the door. Cocoa steam begins to rise, quiet gold before my eyes. Skyline soft in silver tone, room feels steady on my own. Nothing urgent in the air, just a warmth already there. Keys wake up in tender time, drawing out a careful line. Every word begins to land, calm and steady in my hand. Outside traffic slow and thin, day not fully stepping in. Paper glowing pale and bright, holding morning's gentle light. Let it stretch, let it breathe, no more shadows underneath. Small ideas softly bloom in this honey-colored room. Curtain light and cocoa steam, warm as any quiet dream. Nothing heavy, nothing loud, just a low surrounding cloud. Slow as sugar melt hue. I can start without a rush in this morning amber hush. Deadlines feel a little light, bathed in early silver light. Every sentence finds its place in a softer working pace. Chocolate warmth behind my eyes helps the clearer thoughts arise. Thought by thought they fall in line in a steady golden time. Let it simmer, let it stay, no need to chase the glow away. Every motion smooth and round, floating close without a sound. Curtain light and cocoa steam, warm as any quiet dream. Nothing heavy, nothing loud, just a low surrounding cloud. Slow as sugar melting through, golden in a lighter hue. I can start without a rush in this morning amber hush. Not a blaze and not a spark, just a glow that warms the dark. Where the smallest thoughts align with the edge of morning time. Even time begins to bend toward a softer kind of end. Every breath and every try feels steady as the sky. Rising light, clear and bright. Curtain light and cocoa steam, floating soft between my dreams. Every word and every sound settles gently to the ground. Sweet and steady, calm and free, like the warmth inside of me. I don't rush, I let it begin. With this cocoa morning wind, steam grows thin, the light grows white. Day steps gently to my side. One last breath before I leave. Curtain light and cocoa steam. Echo, echo, yeah. Echo in the espresso bar, soft like who we are. Steam rising into light, blurring day and night. Baseline steady, low and wide, moving side to side. Suited tones in silver air, floating everywhere. Don't come back, don't go far, let that echo be your star. Echo in the espresso bar, drifting where you are. We don't need a brighter sky, this groove's our radar. Echo in the espresso bar, carried near and far. Every heartbeat soft and deep, like a falling star. Window glass and rainy hue, reflections split in 2-foot taps, low on marble floor. Nothing needing more, city humming underneath, breathing in and out with ease. Every second feels untied, side to side. Stay within, let it ride, feel that pulse deep inside. Echo in espresso bar, drifting where you are. We don't need a brighter sky, this groove's our radar. Echo in espresso bar, carried near and far. Every heartbeat soft and deep, like a falling star. Low tone, soft flare, let that echo fill the air. stay. Echo, espresso, stay. Nothing needs to be held tightly, not now. The room stays open somehow. Light rests where it lands and stays. No grip, no need to brace. The desk feels calm beneath my hands. A cup, a page, an easy plan. Nothing asking me to prove, nothing forcing how I move. Outside the street keeps gentle sound. Footsteps spaced, not closing in. The city moves beside itself without pulling me in. I don't cling to what comes next. I don't guard what's passing through. I let the moment stay light enough to move. There's no reason to tighten what already fits. Everything stays workable like this. Nothing needs to be held tightly. I stay, I move through the open hours this way. No way pressing in my hands, no moment I must fight. Nothing needs to be held tightly. And it's alright. It's alright. Screens glow soft in waiting tones. Messages arrive and rest. They don't lean into my space. They don't request my best. Keys repeat a gentle rhythm, not fast enough to rush. Thoughts appear, then drift away without a push. Time doesn't narrow what I do. It stays wide and kind. It lets me work the way I work without a line. If I loosen, nothing falls. If I pause, nothing breaks. Everything keeps holding form at this pace. Nothing needs to be held tightly. I stay, I move through the open hours this way. No weight pressing in my hands, no moment I must fight. Nothing needs to be held tightly. And it's alright. Coffee cools beside my hand, steam thinning into air. I don't hurry what remains, it stays right there. Outside clouds don't organize, they drift without a plan. Neither do I, not just yet. I'm working where I am. One small task, then one again. No cue to concentrate. This is how the middle holds without the weight. I don't need the grip to stay. I don't need it strong. If I let the pressure go, I still move on. No rise, no fall, no sudden test. Just stay in with what's best. Nothing needs to be held tightly. I stay, I move through the open hours this way. No weight pressing in my hands, no moment I must fight. Nothing needs to be held tightly. And it's alright. Held lightly, held lightly, held lightly, held lightly. I stay held lightly this way. holds a steady frame, nothing calling out my name. Light is even, air is still, nothing pulls against the will. I don't follow passing sound, everything is evenly found. The desk is still, the screen is clear, nothing urgent enters here. Light rests softly where it stays, same calm tone through open days. I don't turn and I don't pause, let the moment be the cause. There's no force that bends the flow, nothing here needs to be known. I don't chase and I don't comment, nothing pulls the present moment. Nothing pulls the moment, no insistence, no opponent. I don't hurry, I don't wait, everything aligns its way. Time moves gently, wide and slow, focus stays where it should go. Nothing pulls the moment, this is how the morning holds. Coffee rests beside my hand, like it understands the plan. Outside hums in distant tone, inside stays completely known. Thoughts arrive then gently pass, nothing here is built to last. I don't gather, I don't choose, let them move the way they move. I don't mark what shifts or stays, morning keeps its even pace. Nothing leans to take control, the moment stays entirely whole. Nothing pulls the moment, no insistence, no opponent. I don't hurry, I don't wait, everything aligns its way. Time moves gently, wide and slow, focus stays where it should go. Nothing pulls the moment, this is how the morning holds. Work continues smooth and still, no resistance in the will. I remain with what is near, not distracted, not severe. Breathing even posture light, attention stays within sight. In this calm I clearly see, the moment moves because it's free. I don't need to draw a line, this alignment works in time. Every quiet moment spent keeps the balance permanent. Light remains and so do I, neither rushing, neither shy. This is how the morning stays, unpulled in gentle ways. Nothing pulls the moment, no insistence, no opponent. I don't hurry, I don't wait, everything aligns its way. Time moves gently, wide and slow, focus stays where it should go. Nothing pulls the moment, this is how the morning holds. Morning keeps the steady tone, nothing borrowed, nothing loaned. Calm remains, the work goes on. Nothing pulls the moment on. the city sighs, silver quiet in the sky. Cocoa warmth beside my hand, soft light over where I stand. Screens glow low, the room is still. Night bends gently to my will. Nothing sharp, no urgent call, just a hush that holds it all. Keys fall in a careful line, measured breath and steady time. Every word lands smooth and round, barely making any sound. Streetlights shimmer far below, moving soft and moving slow. Paper waiting calm and plain for the last few thoughts to rain. Let it rest, let it flow, no need now to rush or go. Small ideas draw near, clearer than they were all year. 1 a.m. cocoa calm, warm and steady in my palm. Nothing heavy, nothing bright, just a glow against the night. Slow as sugar melting through, dark but softly tinted blue. I can end without a storm in this cocoa midnight warm. Deadlines loosen at the edge, no more pressure, no more ledge. Every sentence finds its place in a slower kind of pace. Chocolate undertones remain underneath the steady brain. Thought by thought they settle deep into focus I can keep. Let it simmer, let it stay, no more chasing light away. Every motion soft and low, floating in a velvet flow. 1 a.m. cocoa calm, warm and steady in my palm. Nothing heavy, nothing bright, just a glow against the night. Slow as sugar melting through, dark but softly tinted blue. I can end without a storm in this cocoa midnight warm. Not a blaze and not a spark, just a shimmer in the dark, where the smallest thoughts align in a quiet closing line. Even time slows down its hand, like it understands the plan. Every breath and every try moves beneath a softened sky. Low and clear. Almost here. 1 a.m. cocoa calm, holding steady in my palm. Every word and every sound settles gently to the ground. Sweet and steady, deep and slow, like a quiet undertow. I don't rush, I let it form in this cocoa midnight warm. Steam fades thin, the light grows small. Night wraps softly over all. One last breath before I go. Warm and slow. Soft rain on the window line, golden lamp and quiet shine. Cocoa warming in my hand, stillness like the room had planned. Sky is dark but not too deep, night feels calm and half asleep. Nothing urgent in the air, just a warmth already there. Keys fall in a gentle sway, carving out the edge of gray. Every word begins to land easy in my steady hand. Rain taps soft against the glass, silver moments drifting past. Paper glowing amber thin, late night focus settling in. Let it linger, let it stay, no more racing night away. Small ideas softly bloom in the softly golden room. Soft rain, golden room, warm and steady, slow and smooth. Nothing heavy in my mind, just a rhythm low and kind, sweet as cocoa melting through, dark but softly amber hued. I can ride and let it move in this soft rain, golden room. Deadlines loosen at the seam, drifting like a quiet dream. Every sentence finds its place in a slower working pace. Chocolate undertones remain underneath the steady brain. Thought by thought they fall in line in this calm and honey time. Let it simmer, let it glide, warm, fresh and deep inside. Every motion smooth and low, floating in a velvet flow. Soft rain, golden room, warm and steady, slow and smooth. Nothing heavy in my mind, just a rhythm low and kind, sweet as cocoa melting through, dark but softly amber hued. I can ride and let it move in this soft rain, golden room. Not a blaze and not a spark, just a glow within the dark, where the smallest thoughts align with the hush of passing time. Even time begins to bend toward a softer kind of end. Every breath and every try moves beneath this quiet sky. Rain and light, come tonight. Soft rain, golden room, holding calm in velvet bloom. Every word and every sound settles gently to the ground, sweet and steady, deep and slow, like a quiet undertow. I don't rush, I let it bloom in this soft rain, golden room. Golden room. Golden room. Engrossed in the lamp burns slow, still the rhythm moving slow. One last line before I close. Soft rain, golden glow. 3 o'clock in golden light, leaning soft but holding bright. Cocoa warmth within my hand, quiet like the room had planned. Shadows stretching thin and long, day feels steady, moving strong. Nothing urgent in the air, just a calm already there. Keys move in a grounded line, measured breath in steady time. Every word begins to land, easy in my steady hand. Street hum blending low and wide, focus sitting at my side. Paper glowing amber thin, afternoon calm settling in. Let it move, let it stay, no more drifting far away. Small ideas line by line, stacking steady working time. 3 o'clock cocoa balance, warm and steady without challenge. Nothing heavy in my mind, just a rhythm smooth and kind, sweet as sugar melting through, golden in a deeper hue. I can build and let it stay in this cocoa afternoon. Deadlines sit but don't demand, moving steady as I planned. Every sentence finds its place in a confident working pace. Chocolate undertones remain underneath the steady brain. Thought by thought they fall in line in this calm and balanced time. Let it simmer, let it glide, warmth resting deep inside. Every motion smooth and slow, floating in a velvet flow. 3 o'clock cocoa balance, warm and steady without challenge. Nothing heavy in my mind, just a rhythm smooth and kind. Sweet as sugar melting through, golden in a deeper hue. I can build and let it stay in this cocoa afternoon sway. Not a blaze and not a spark, just a glow that holds the dark, where the smallest thoughts align into steady working lines. Even time begins to groove with a calm and certain move. Every breath and every try feels anchored as the sky. Steady ground. Balance sound. 3 o'clock cocoa balance, holding calm and quiet silence. Every word and every sound settles firmly to the ground. Sweet and steady, deep and low, like a quiet undertow. I don't rush, I let it stay in this cocoa afternoon sway. Sun leans west but still it shines, rhythm steady in my lines. One last breath before I go. 3 o'clock cocoa glow. Spin it. Yeah. Vinyl in the corner spins, low hum settling in. Coffee stains on wooden grain, soft like midnight rain. Bassline rolling smooth and round, holding down the sound. Tilted chords in velvet sway, drift away. Don't skip ahead, let it play. Feel that groove, guide your way. Vinyl in the corner, let the low end warm ya. We don't need a heavy beat, just a steady aura. Vinyl in the corner, feel the rhythm form ya. Every heartbeat soft and deep, like it was born, yeah. Steam dissolves into the air, brush strokes everywhere. Foot taps under bar stool legs, late night silhouettes. Neon flickers through the pain, city hum like rain. Every second falls in line, right here in time. Stay with it, let it glide. Feel that rhythm, side to side. Vinyl in the corner, let the low end warm ya. We don't need a heavy beat, just a steady aura. sink in. Find her in the corner, left alone and longing. I need a heavy beat just to steady alright. Find her in the corner, feel the rhythm forming. Every heartbeat soft and deep like it was born. The blue is wide and nearly still. No rise, no falling will. It rests without a defined line, softly aligned. The air feels thin but calm and clear, nothing pressing near. The light remains a quiet thread across the spread. I don't add thought to what I see, it simply is with me. The evening holds in silent hue, open and true, weightless in the blue. Nothing to hold, nothing to undo, nothing to control. Weightless in the blue, the breath is slow, the rhythm low. Weightless in the blue, the sky remains without refrains. The outside world is hushed and light, not day, not night. Its edges blur without a fall, no end at all. I rest within the open air, no need to care for what is past or what will be, just clarity. I don't divide the time or space, they move in quiet grace. The tone is simple, calm and wide, nothing to hide. Weightless in the blue, no higher ground, no distant sound. Weightless in the blue, the calm is deep but not asleep. Weightless in the blue, the hours stay without delay. The stillness stretches without form, not cold, not warm. It holds the sky in gentle frame without a name. I'm not preparing for a close, the light still glows. The evening floats in open hue, and so do I too. Weightless in the blue, the breath is clear, fully here. Weightless in the blue, the tone is light, not night. The sky is wide, the air is thin, no loss within. The evening rests without a scene, like an endless dream. The light comes in without a sound, no reasons waiting to be found. The clock keeps time but doesn't rush. The world is soft, the air is hushed. I pour the morning into a cup, let every heavy thought stay shut. No names to call, no lines to cross, nothing here I'm scared to lose. I don't need answers right now, I don't need plans somehow. The day can stay unfinished and I'm alright with that. When the day doesn't ask me anything, I finally hear myself breathe. No promises, no urgency, just being here is enough for me. When the day doesn't ask me anything, I let my shoulders fall. Nothing to carry, nothing to prove. I don't have to be more than this at all. A quiet view, the sky is pale but honest too. I let my thoughts just drift away like dust that dances in the gray. No future knocking on my door, no past I'm trying to ignore. I sit with time, it sits with me. No need to change the way I feel. I don't need progress today, I don't need words to say. The silence feels forgiving and I let it stay. When the day doesn't ask me anything, I finally slow my mind. No goals to reach, no fear of falling behind. When the day doesn't ask me anything, I don't have to pretend. This moment doesn't need a reason, it doesn't need an end. Maybe tomorrow we'll want more, maybe it'll knock at my door. But right now I'm allowed to rest in the space where nothing's requested. No version of me to become, no race that needs to be run. Just a quiet kind of clarity that gently stays with me. When the day doesn't ask me anything, I feel my heartbeat settle down. No weight of words, no pressure sound. When the day doesn't ask me anything, I don't disappear, I stay exactly where I am, and that feels clear. The light fades out, still kind and slow. There's nowhere else I need to go. If the world can wait, then so can I, under this calm and open sky. This is where minutes learn to wait, not falling behind, not racing ahead. Light settles slowly across the floor. Time doesn't knock at the door. The clock keeps turning calm and plain, no second louder than the last. Nothing asking me to hurry, nothing chasing what is past. The desk stays open, unafraid of unfinished lines. It knows the work will find its shape, given time. Outside the street repeats itself, a practiced patient sound. The world keeps moving somewhere else, but not around. There's no need to mark the hour, no need to know the length. Everything arrives when it does without being late. is where minutes learn to wait. Without a sign, I move inside the open hours in my time. No rush, pulling at my hands. No moment I must take. This is where minutes learn to wait, and I stay. I stay. Screens glow soft and steady blue. Messages appear and pause. They don't lean into my space. They respect the cause. Keys repeat a gentle rhythm, not fast enough to rush. Thoughts arrive and rearrange without a push. Time doesn't narrow what I do. It stays wide and kind. It lets me work the way I work without a line. If I slow, the pace remains. If I stop, nothing breaks. Everything keeps holding form as minutes wait. This is where minutes learn to wait. Without a sign, I move inside the open hours in my time. No rush, pulling at my hands. No moment I must take. This is where minutes learn to wait, and I stay. Coffee cools beside the page, steam thinning into air. I don't hurry what remains, it stays right there. Outside, clouds don't organize. They drift without a plan, neither do I, not just yet. I'm working where I am, one small task then one again. No signal telling me to move. This is how the middle holds. This is what I do. I don't need the minute sharp, I don't need it clear. If it can stay unfinished, so can I hear. No rise, no fall, no sudden gate. Just time learning how to wait. This is where minutes learn to wait. Without a sign, I move inside the open hours in my time. No rush, pulling at my hands. No moment I must take. This is where minutes learn to wait, and I stay. Minutes wait, I stay. Minutes wait, this way. Time stays open, so do